There's a line of thought that goes that beauty is God's goodness made visible. That it's in objects of beauty that we see the beauty of the Lord reflected. And when God called me to service, He called me through beauty.
Do the people at the church like Mattie?
I'm just the cleaner. I don't know.
You're not a member of Mattie's congregation?
No, I don't actually go to church.
Oh, well. Some people don't, I suppose.
I'm just bad.
On purpose?
Yeah, I'm bad on purpose.
I'm Ellen Finch, and I am directing 100 Saints You Should Know for the Dayton Theater Guild. I'm very excited to be here. Last season I was assistant director under Greg Smith for Going to St. Ives. That's my first directing experience here at the Guild. I have directed previously in Kansas City, but it's been a very long time, so I feel new at it, and this is a very new team to me. I am very lucky that I have a technical crew that's exceptional in their creativity, their experience, their talent, their willingness to put in endless hours on this show. So I have no doubt that it will look perfect. I also was very fortunate to get an exceptionally talented cast. There are 5 members of the cast. All of them have experience. They're working beautifully together. I really don't have very much directing to do. Occasionally I'll move one person one way or another, but they're all very good at what they do, and I think they're finding new and deeper levels in their characters as rehearsals have gone on.
The church is full of quiet incense, dark wood, masses, and requiems. When I went to talk to Father Michael, in his office smelled of old books and bits of colored light from the stained glass windows were scattered across the floor like someone had spilled a handful of rubies. And I thought, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all that may be desired shall not be compared to it. And those words were my call.
Hi, my name is Alex Carmichael, and I am playing Father Matthew McNally. I last appeared in Mauritius at the Guild, I think it was last year, and I've done a lot of shows at the old Salem Avenue location. So this is only my second show at the new building on Wayne Avenue, and it's very exciting. Father Matthew is a man who is kind of going through a second puberty. He's gone through his whole life under a certain set of rules, a certain set of guidelines on a specific track that was laid out for him, which worked well for a number of years, but then he started wondering what's off the track, what's beyond those hills over there, what's behind that tree. He started getting a little curious, and we come in at sort of the apex of his turmoil.
Do you use condoms, Abby?
Oh my God, I should not have to listen to this just because you saw some public service announcement.
You can come to me if you need anything.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I am Katrina Kittle, and I am thrilled to be in this production. The last time I was on the Guild stage was last spring in Going to St. Ives, which was a remarkable experience and the role of a lifetime. So it's kind of fun to have more castmates this time, have 5 people to share the stage with instead of just one other one. Teresa is a cleaning lady, but that's just I hate when people are defined by their circumstances. She's really in a hard spot. She's got nothing, she's got no money. She's lived a kind of a very hard life, but she's a survivor, and she's a dreamer. And she has this 16-year-old who was rebelling quite the way Teresa did when she was in high school. And she has no idea what to do. And she's really, like every character in this play, searching for meaning. She wants some kind of meaning, to find some identity, to find a purpose. Why are we here? Why do we suffer? And she thinks she's found a path to do that. She thinks she's found someone who can help her. And what I love about the conflict in the play is here she thinks this man, this priest, can help me right at the exact same moment that the priest has a huge, questioning of his own faith and is unable to help her. But the fact that their paths cross, even though they can't give each other what they actually need, really kind of changes both of their lives, I think, for the better.
I'm trying to say, Matthew, that you make it hard to talk to you sometimes. Is there a better way to talk to you that I don't know about? I wish you'd tell me if there is.
My name is Barbara Jorgensen, and in this play I play Colleen, who is the mother of Matty, the priest, and he's come home to think about things. I've been performing in the Dayton area for well over 20 years in various theaters in different places. I'm proud to call the Guild my home theater, if there is such a thing. Colleen is an interesting mother. She was raised in Ireland, and she's deeply Catholic, and her religion gets in the way of her relationship with her son, and it's upsetting to her, it's upsetting to her son. This whole situation is a big challenge for her.
Put your underwear on your head and say 11 Hail Marys. Holy moly, holy moly, little baby Jesus.
Hi, my name is Corinne Engber, and I am playing Abby. And this is my first appearance on the Guild stage, though previously I have appeared in the Beaver Creek Community Theater children's shows. I'm playing Abby, and in a sense, she is sort of every parent's worst nightmare. She's very rebellious and sort of outspoken, and she's 16, so she's obviously in that sort of rebellious stage, but there's a sense of brokenness about her. She feels like neglected by her mother, and she really wants attention from her mother, who is absent due to the fact that she works several jobs and has to support both of them. Abby, in essence, grew up following the Grateful Dead, which is sort of an unorthodox childhood. And she's really searching for a sense of normalcy. And she doesn't really know how to communicate with her mother or how to communicate this need for normalcy.
If you feel unusually sad for an extended period of time or have lost interest in activities you used to enjoy, you may be suffering from depression.
Are you a doctor?
I just watch a lot of TV.
I guess.
I pay attention to the commercials because sometimes I think I might be suffering from depression.
Hi, I'm Max Santucci. I play Garrett. This is my first show at the Guild. My previous experience has been children's theater and community theater. I'm very excited to be in the 100 Saints. Garrett is a very confused, very dorky kid who he was raised in a very conservative family. He doesn't get out much. He has learned to both fear and hate gays, but also thinks that he may be homosexual himself. So there's really a lot of internal tension.
I don't know if you should be talking to me about sex.
Are you kidding me?
I just would really hate to see you get in trouble.
I can't help you. Thank you, Teresa.
No problem, really.
Oh, so not getting held back is your only goal for yourself?
You should be lucky I'm even in school.
I'm just saying, I don't think not getting held back is a really, lofty ambition.
I sent you to Harvard. You went there, but I sent you. Do you understand?
Are you saying that I learned how to spell the word soul at Harvard?
I think you learn how to talk to your mother like that at Harvard.
I don't go to church.
Okay.
I don't pray.
Okay.
But I've been thinking, and I guess I have some questions about God, and how you, how a person, how you're supposed to, I guess I have some questions about God and maybe prayer.
I don't really have any friends.
You don't say.
My son is not permitted to be with a woman, you understand?
Oh God, no.
Now, you may not be aware of this because you're not a member of the church, but a priest is called to single-heartedly devote himself to our Lord.
Yes, I know.
So my son belongs to God, you see.
Of course,
My son belongs to God.
I never met anyone who didn't believe in God.
Do you?
Well, I definitely don't not believe in God.
You definitely don't not believe in God?
Yeah.
So you do believe in God?
So, one can be called to God through beauty. But I know also now that one can be called away from God by beauty.
Each of the members of the cast or the characters goes through kind of their own crisis of faith in trying to decide what it is that makes sense to them in their lives. I think it is about beauty. I think it is about longing, about our yearning to connect, to feel loved and recognized.
I first read the script and I absolutely was fascinated by the dialogue. What also struck me were the relationships between the characters, how they were all so different and yet going through similar types of issues, and how they each deal with those issues in their own way.
I have loved working with this cast. I've worked with Barb Jorgensen so many times before, and it's very funny because every time we're in a show together, Barb's character is disdainful and judgmental of mine, and we are doing it again. So I love that, and she is the least judgmental person in the world. She's so much fun and totally reliable. I know Corinne, who plays my daughter, but from an entirely different avenue in my life. She was a student of mine at the Antioch Writers Workshop in the Young Writers Program, and so she's not only a talented actress with amazing instincts, but she's also a very, very talented and promising writer. But then Max and Alex are totally new to me anyway. I've seen Alex in numerous productions, and I'm thrilled to get to work with him. Very generous on stage.
The thing I find most interesting about the script is that it seems like each time we run through it, I get a deeper understanding, and each time I say a line, the nuances come out that I didn't really know was there when I read it initially. Ellen as a director is wonderful. She's very, very positive. My castmates are doing a wonderful job. Katrina and Alex are marvelous. There's nothing I can say about. They're all marvelous. It's really been amazing. The young people are amazing. During the first read-through, it was like I couldn't believe that this was just a read-through for them.
The cast is just wonderful. Everyone's so professional, but they're all really friendly.
Ellen she's a great director. In my youth theater experience, there's a lot of kids and they have to be controlled, and so there's a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, but this is like being spoiled. It's awesome. And the cast and crew, they're all great people. I'm so happy to be working with them. They're excellent.
It seems really dysfunctional when you see it, but you sort of see just flickers of your own life in the show. You see flickers of bad communication. You see flickers of flaws in yourself and the people around you, and it's also very grounded.
I think a good reason to come to this show would be to see how relationships among parents and children can change and develop depending upon the circumstances.
All of the people are relatable in this show. I think that anyone in the audience will recognize something in every character, whether it's in themselves or with someone that they know. So this isn't a fantasy by any means. This is a show about real people in real circumstances.
It is about family relationships, it's about faith, it's about belief and spirituality, it is about beauty and longing, and I think everyone can take from it a greater appreciation for the relationships in their life, and perhaps a greater willingness to connect with the people around them.